Mina ibizo lami nguVara Mncube. Ngazalelwa eSomnene west of Bulawayo emaplotini kuplot 29. Umama wami nguAna Ncube. Ubaba wami nguSiyangoli Ndlovu. Right, ngikhulele khona eSomnene ngafunda eMayembe Primary School. Ngayafunda eMbakhwe Secondary School ePlumtree. Ngayafunda eThekwani High School, which is also in Plumtree. The reason why I'm here today, I'm looking for my father's relatives. I need to know my roots, where I come from. I need to know my people. Currently, I know that I've got 2 stepsisters, which I've met, and my younger brother. So there are 4 of us. So I've come here to ask for help, if you can help me find my relatives. They should be somewhere around Vic Falls, or some of them could be here in Harare. But historically, they came from DRC. They are Lubale. They are called Lubale, or sometimes people say Luvale. They came down to Namibia and then to the northwest province of Zambia, and then some of them came to Zimbabwe. I've seen videos on YouTube. Some of them are in Vic Falls. So my father is supposed to have come here working on the railway line. And then he met my stepmom, his first wife, in Bulawayo. And they got married. They had 2 daughters. And then apparently something happened. And he was imprisoned. After being imprisoned, then when he came out of prison, he met my mom. And I was born, being his first son, and my younger brother being his second son. So that's what happened. And I need to find my people. Okay, my father was Ndlovu Siyangole, and his ID number is 5601522K56, which he took in Plumtree, but his village of origin on his ID card says Siakabondo, which is in Binga, and his date of birth is 12/11/1916. He died in 1993, and we are looking for his siblings, if he has any surviving siblings, or the children of his siblings, or if he had any children before us, because my first 2 sisters were born in the 1940s to the early 50s. I've got 2 other sisters before me. And my young brother was born in 1968. I was born in 1966. So we are looking for anyone who is related to Siyangole Ndlovu. Okay, engufisayo yikuthi ngazi imvelaphi yami, impande yami, to be connected with my roots and my people. It will be beneficial spiritually for me to be connected to my own people. Yes, I'm connected to my mother's people. I know my uncles and my other cousins, but I need to be connected. As Africans, we believe that there is a family spirit. And in Shona, I think it's called Moya Wemadzinza. So that somehow, somewhere affects our lives when we don't know who we are. And even the use of surnames which don't belong to us. So we need to get to know our identity, so that spiritually we are in the correct space. So that's why I need to be in the correct space, and my children also to be in the correct space spiritually and physically by connecting with our people of our own roots. I know that I'm related to my other two sisters because for many years I was troubled by a dream. This dream caused me to look for my father. When I asked my mom, she directed me where I could find my father. So when I went there, I found my sisters, and we share the same father. So that was in Plumtree in a place called Malalume. Actually, I first met their stepsister, the eldest sister, because my two sisters, we share the father, not the mother. They've got their own mother. They had their own mother. So I met with with their stepsister, and then we spoke. She told me, by then my father had already passed away. So she showed me also, their mother also had passed away. So she took me to the gravesite and showed me their mother's grave, and she told me where my father's grave was. So later on, I think it was 3 or 4 years later, I went to look for the other sisters, and I got to their place. And then in 2020, I actually went to my father's burial place. I went to the grave and found that grave. So as we communicated, we came to understand that we both belong to the same father, because they had also been looking for me. My eldest sister disclosed that she had been told by our father about me and my younger brother. So our union was a confirmation that we both belong to the same father, who is Siangole. He said to have worked on the railway line. That's the reason why he came to Zimbabwe. Because from wherever he was, when he adopted the Siangole name and the Ndlovu surname in Siakabondo, as he says, Siakabondo was his village on his ID card. But he came down to Bulawayo. He was working on the railway line. That's what I understand. He was buried in Plumtree, in a place called Mafecha. It's almost close to the Botswana border. As you go to Madlamputsi, he was Tonga, which is not. And he said that he came from Senga, which was not on his ID. Because Nsenga and the Siakabondo are two different villages in Binga, right? And he was saying he's in Tonga, but my brother, my half-brother, also knows that he spoke Lubale and he did not speak Tonga. He had the markings of a Tonga. He had pierced the nostrils here, and he looked like a Tonga. And even when we were growing up, the people around the farms where we grew up, they used to tease us, the child of the one who has got a pierced nose. So people knew that he was Tonga by the looks and the marking on his nose. That I find my people. If you could help me find my people, I'll be very, very happy. Very, very happy, because it will free me spiritually. I'll be in the right space of mind. Thank you very much.